You don't want to put too much glue on, and you want to get it right exactly where you want it. So I want mine right in the center there. So you don't want too much glue on the back. I'm just lightly coating it and then getting it centered on the outside of the eye. So there's the first 3 large ones. Now I'm going to move on to the medium-sized ones. When the glue is a little wet, you can slide it around, but then once it dries, it's in place. Now I'm moving on to the small-sized ones. These are the ones you have to be really careful about the glue. And you can see that some of the glue got out from underneath the bindi, and that happens with the small ones, and that's why it's good to make sure you have glue that dries clearly. Okay, and then the very last ones are so tiny. And I've noticed that I just have kind of run out of room over here, which is fine. So I'll probably just put one right here, and then I'll put the other 2 in the corner of my eyes. So you can just play with it. It's a super creative game. It's like art. It's just jewel art. So that was the basic design that I wanted to start with. But I feel like something's missing like right here. So I'm actually going to use extra small. And again, you can find these little jewels everywhere. Sometimes they're in nail art kits. I get them from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's. Like, you can find different ones at different places for pretty good prices. So that feels a little more complete to me. And again, you can see that the glue that you could see up there, you can't see it anymore. So you can see the glue here, but because it's clear drying glue, you won't be able to see it once it's dry. I'm going to go for 2 more extra smalls. Sometimes I keep adding and adding. I get a little addicted. Sometimes when you're working with the tiny little crystals, they don't want to get off your hand after you've been working with glue. So I'm just preparing you for a little bit of frustration around tiny jewels and glue. So just like a tiny little dab of glue will work. Okay, we're getting closer. I think I am going to go for 1 more here and 1 more here, and I feel like then I will be complete with it. Okay, this is just one of like many diamond faces you could do. Oftentimes I will put the jewels coming out this way and connecting in. This is just the first of many bejeweling tutorials, so we can work on different patterns later. But so this is the beginning. And then once we're properly jeweled, we can do our final glitterific adornments. Glue, actually. So I like to use the end of my paint brushes. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end of these brushes. And I think I'm just going to dab some like right here. Okay. I'm going to use the gold glitter this time. Then you can just glitter over all your little bindis because there's all that extra glue. So you can just glitter, glitter, glitter. Glitter down the 3rd eye. Get the extra bling going. Glitter around it. There's always room for more glitter in the corners of the eye. Just make sure you don't get glitter in your eye. That hurts. And whenever you do this, some glitter is just going to get stuck to your hands. That's just the way it goes. And you're just going to have glitter everywhere afterwards. So I hope that your boyfriend is totally okay with a glitter explosion in your house. Lucky for me, mine is. Great. And then you really can't go out with your face glittered and not have the rest of you glittered. So you should probably go ahead and glitter your chest. Glitter your arms. And you can go pretty wild with this. I'm not going to go as wild, but I think that body glitter is vital. And yeah, and then you put in your feathers and your headdress and your headpieces, but this face is a really nice place to start. Feel free to add more glitter. Feel free to add darker eye makeup. And then, of course, you know, if you have your unique eyebrows that you want to put on, you can paint your eyebrows on, whatever you want to do. But this is your basic glitz and glam. So just to review, we went over our basic makeup face, which is in parts 1 through 3, and then We added a little extra eye shimmer at the end to prepare for the jewels. And then we put the jewels on with costuming glue. And we went in a sequential order from like big to medium to small. And up here, big, medium, small, extra small. And I ended up adding a couple of the extra smalls right around here to make some really beautiful. And you could bring it all the way across even if you wanted right here. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Game changer. I'm going to finish it off by connecting these. If you wanted to keep going with this, you could. You could bejewel all through here, up here. You could make some really beautiful shapes with these jewels. Some finishing touches, once you've gotten all glittered up, you can see that some glitter has fallen into my mascara. So I usually do a third coat of mascara. And just be careful of little bits of glitter falling. I even have a little bit of purple glitter. I'm going to use, since we used plum on the eyes, I'm going to use a little bit of my purple glitter. Maybe I won't, there, I think this is more the purple that I'm going to use right now. So again, you never have too much glitter. So it's nice to have, like I have one color of glitter per eyeshadow color that I have. But like, you know, I'm a freak. I'm a glitter freak. Extra glitter, just it. That's my motto. Okay, so here's the completed glitz and glitter portion of Glitter and Glam. Next week, before we do all this, we're going to put some face paint underneath. So, next week, I'll give you a review of the face really quickly. I'll give you the details on how to put amazing paint on your face with stencils. I've got all kinds of cool stencils. Next week we'll be using these really cool circular stencils, and so we'll be putting like white and gold paint. It's going to be really epic. And then we'll finish it off with a different glitter pattern than we did today, a different bling pattern. But I wanted to show you the bling without the face paint. So this is a pretty epic tribal warrioress look that we have going on today. And again, you can find all the supplies at like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby or a Joann's. I mean, other than your basic makeup, you know, you can find all kinds of little tubes of fine glitter, costume and masking glue, and like tons and tons of glittery bendies. They're everywhere. So just have fun getting creative. And until then, enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you feel extra glamorous today with your sparkly diamond tribal warrior goddess face. I'm Shelly Whitelight. I'll see you next week. Aloha.